boom. I don't wait, I zoom.
YouTube, it's now Monday. Let's get into this. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? It is now Monday, and we're gonna give you guys our episode.
Cut my wings, but I will still fly. In me, and I will believe in you. Freedom, and it feels like an open road to my open soul. Let's find the other beat. This beat's better. When I talk to my truth and it's all for you, but I speak to my soul when it's all for you. Talking like an alien from another universe. Talking like an alien from another universe. If you hear my verse, so I had to do it like put it in reverse. Hear the lyrics backwards. Now you ain't hearing words. Now you only hear a curse. Now I wonder what it's worth. Call me paper chaser, chasing out my dreams. Dreams, motivations, all that matters. They said that motivation's all that matters. Lyrics from the other day again. I'm gonna practice this on a new beat. It's a complex code that I let you all know how I really gotta flow. Complex code, gotta let it unfold. My frequency, achieving ascension and divinity. Timelines, and then I see my prophecy. Paradox and infinity. Fuse my light body and some alchemy. Merging with realities. Channeling as I perceive. As I meditate. Awaken as I liberate. Crystal as I resonate. Inward with my focus. Got my God code on the panel. Had to put it in my own channel. They never try to master the matrix like me. Building up it all. $1 billion industry. I'm building it up. I'm building it up. I'm building it up. $1 billion industry. Like $1 billion industry. I'm building it up. I'm building it up. I'm building it up. Like $1 billion industry. Immense paper bending, paper chaser. I'm a dream chaser. Paper bending, paper chaser. I'm a dream chaser. Chase the dreams when you get it. Chase that green when you get it. Live that dream when you get it. Smoke that green when you get it. I'm a paper chaser. Like I'm Lil Wayne. Getting rid of pain. Like I own the game. Cause rap is in my veins. Ether in the internet. Flow with some elegance. I'm a monk in the metaverse. Dressed for the elements. Suit under robes, this is how I gotta go. Built my reality all from the codes. Like a CEO. How I flow. CEO. It's how I flow. I was blockchain born. I was blockchain born. Every bar with a smart contract. Every bar with a smart contract. Snack time. Here. Let me hear it. Let me hear you, Bubbles.
Look how I float on this bitch land 2 or 3 chains. I'm in a double R. I'm going hard. I take up 2 or 3 lanes. Shorty got skin tone like Kelly Bro.
All right, late night Uber, 9:42 Monday. So here we go. We just had the guy that sold MGK his cat in our car. I should have kept the camera on, but I turned it off. I don't know why. Had a great conversation. I got his phone number so we can network in the future. Get ready! So you gotta watch out around this little area. She lives like in a bad area.
Yes, I mean,
that shit was fucking bad, bro, in that area. There's like dirt bikers that just used to ride around and like people have hella guns and shit.
Yeah, too.
So like if you're not armed, sucks.
Yeah, too. Especially nowadays.
It takes a long time to get shit out because I'm so busy.
Yeah, I get it for real. That's hard. That YouTube shit is mostly hard. I'm looking thinking about starting something too, but
The last guy he sold MGK his cat.
What?
And I didn't have my camera on, bro. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, I'm keeping my camera on the rest of the night, bro. Like, I can't be fucking around. And then he knew all the same people I knew. Like, I'm trying now. Like, I have a bunch of music and shit because I have like 82 songs out on like iTunes and Spotify. Yeah.
That's so crazy because I'm actually like trying to start a full-time like rapping career with me and my brother. I'm really trying to get into that. Like, crazy.
Yes, I got the green light. Gotta go and get it all day and night. How I live it, living for the hype. I don't give a fuck. Then I gotta go and light a blunt. Twist it up like a tornado. Spark it up like a volcano. Blaze it till it's gone. Then I go and rip the bong. How am I to do it like I'm Cheech and Chong? Now it's just a red light. Guess I gotta take my time as I live it. I get it, I spit it. Spit it to the critics every minute, never lose when I'm rapping in the booth. But I'm batting Babe Ruth, making hits to the top. But I never stop and I'll never flop, I'll never lose. Really coming through, how I'm wildin', I'm mining for diamonds. They just see me shining, I'm minding my business. Is you with my witness, I had to go get it. I had to go win it, I told you I try. Honest don't lie, the work, the effort I put in the game. Studying, reading, I'm using my brain. Bit by bit, but I'm piece by piece. Like a motherfucking beast when I'm preaching on track. But I spit it right back. Rat-a-tat-tat, but I need no gap. Rapping is my only weapon, so I gotta keep on rapping. So supreme, super and extreme. Rapping was my dream. Do it like a G.O.D. God of my destiny. This is all my recipe. Body, mind, and soul. How am I to really flow? I'm an alchemist. This is how I gotta get it. Never miss what I do. Coming through. This is all for you. This is what I gotta be. Do it like a G. Opportunity. Rapper of the century. I'm on the road, never sell my soul. Guess I do it so divine. It's about time. Gotta go and get the shine. Never lose, never lose. This. Yeah. I got my music shit on lock, bro.
That's hard.
I never heard that beat either.
That's hard. That's too hard.
You know what I mean? That's just like,
You just went fire.
I was using basically all the lyrics I knew that I could say, but just flowing with it and free flowing it off my head.
That's fire.
I'm serious, bro.
I'm gonna have to lock you in too for sure. If I ever whip you with it.
Oh, I got you, bro. Heard of the metaverse and shit?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'm coding the game for like the metaverse and shit. Yeah, and I'm like, it's gonna be a crypto game, so you could earn real life assets and shit. Let me show you.
That's lit.
And then yeah, check out these books. There you go.
Let's see.
And that's my business book. Because I do business expansion and financial growth, bro.
You got talent for sure. Like,
I try to teach people, bro. Like, I'm trying to teach people to be entrepreneurs, and like, no one cares about video games, smart apps, any of this shit. All right, we're out of here.
Voices. Pull up the man voices. And, and then right there, they'll tell you, when Wild Boy was out, we was making like 10, was getting 10 bands, probably more than that.
Yeah.
And they was giving me $150 out of that shit. And I was sitting there trying to manage my life over $150.
Yeah.
When the album came out, all of that shit, I was supposed to be, hey, I'm supposed to get a piece of the album.
Yeah.
I'm on the album.
What, you don't even get royalties on the album?
Bruh, that EST for life, me on there. I'm on the damn song.
Yeah, and you don't get royalties on that?
Nah.
I didn't know that. I always thought you got a royalty check from that. I thought that's like how you like somewhat got by a little bit. I didn't know you were gonna get paid for that.
Man, I never got a dime off of that shit.
Bro, what the fuck? You deserve, like, what the fuck? I'd be like, that's fucked. I didn't know that.
I never got nothing. That's why I stopped. Why you think I stopped? I even got the emails where I was supposed to be even on the mixtapes, and never got none of my songs on the mixtape. That EST for Life, I was supposed to have been on that tape. That's why I'm like, when people sitting there talking about some, I was supposed to, like, I changed. Like, nigga, it went from me having 5 songs on the songs which Diddy and them was rocking with, to me not having no songs at all. How is EST if I ain't on it?
Yeah, like that's kind of like.
That's why I just said, all right, man, I ain't part of this shit, so I left that shit. I got real documentation of Dre, everybody. I still got all that shit in my email, man.
I never knew that they even fucked you on that shit too. Like, damn.
Man, bro, I go all day about this shit, bro. But I don't even trip about this shit.
No,
man,
I know you don't.
He used to do these showcases and shit, and he used to find artists. That's how I ran into MGK. I ran into MGK through the showcase. Because I ain't know nobody in that motherfucker. He was the youngest nigga in there, but he was the white.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so now I started hanging around him once, you know, so I'm gonna break down the whole story of how me and that nigga, like, me and him met. So I used to do, like, the showcases. They used to have artists. They used to come through, like, all the top, it wasn't all the top rappers, but they had, like, a lot of local dudes. Pretty much like how they doing nowadays and shit. Okay. So I was, but sometimes EV and them used to come through, because, you know, EV was a part of their shit back then, too. So what happened was, MGK used to always be up there doing, like, some of his songs and shit. So I don't know how that white boy got up in that hood spot, but he did. And he was in there. He was rapping. He was doing his shit. And I used to DJ when it was time for them to go on. I would play their music and they would rap and shit. So that's how I got my name established, and, like, they introduced MGK. It was a whole bunch of rap dudes.
So you guys were just upcoming people in the city. You were upcoming DJ and he was upcoming rapper, and it was just.
Yeah. That's how me and him linked up. But we never, like, I used to always see him around, but I ain't never like, you know, do business with dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was doing the club scene and shit, and that's when I was doing, like, club life and all the, like, the top urban clubs and shit. So at the time, I already had experience, so I was rocking shows. So some of their shows. So what happened was they wanted me. They're like, yo, man, we got this DJ, man, that we trying to build, man. And everything was cool. Like, you know, we was rocking out. I had him on my turntables and shit, and I was showing him, you know, the club shit, because I learned all the chicken myself, as far as with the talent. So I was helping build him up, and at the time, and they was like, man, Explosive, man, we want you on our tour, to do our tour. We doing an Ohio tour. We looking for Cleveland rappers. So I said, all right, yeah, I'm down to do it. So it was a whole bunch of Cleveland artists that was on there.
Okay.
And then they had MGK on there. So I did the tour with them, Ohio tour. It was Columbus, Dayton, Cincinnati, all that shit. So we did the college tour, and I was DJ. So I would rock the show, but then I would have them, you know, bringing the artists out. So the artists would come out, and I DJ they set. So I did MGK set. And one time that I did his set, his manager hit me up after the show, like, yo, you really dope as hell. I want you to be his DJ. I'm gonna talk to you when we get back to Cleveland. I was Ash. I was his manager.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, bet. So we finished the tour off. Once we got back home, you know, I still was doing my thing or whatever. And then they called me up. Was like, yo, we need to link. Like,
you guys raised up together technically through the flames.
Yeah, so I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just doing that shit out of love. So when they were like, yeah, man, we want you to do our show. I'm like, all right, babe, I'll do that shit out of love. Don't worry about it. I want to see y'all niggas win. I want no hating ass nigga. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that shit. So I did, what show that? They opened up for Wiz, I believe, for this shit at the Garage Shop.
Okay.
My first show.
Well, Wiz performed at the Garage Shop?
Yeah, it's
Damn.
that's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
We're not
This is back
technically.
when Cushion Orange Juice was popping.
Damn. See, I miss all the old days. I love these conversations. Like, it just brings me back to being like young around that music era, bro. Like, I wish music was like how it used to be. Like, damn. So you did the Grok Shop show, and then what?
Yeah. So I did the show and shit, and then they were like, man, bro, you raw as hell, man, bro. We want you to be our DJ, official DJ. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, bro. Just call me anytime y'all need me. I got you. I turn. I was already that nigga. I was turned up early. Like, I was doing a metropolis. I was doing shit that niggas wish they was doing, man. And that was at that I was like 15, 16 at that age doing big ass concerts and shit.
Yeah.
So I was molding into this shit. Like, I was really living this shit. Like, the shit that these rap niggas was one, I was really on niggas, like, really tour buses and meeting all of these celebrities and shit. Like, you seen all that industry shit with him and doing all that shit. That's industry shit. You ain't see the groundwork. I'm talking about the 100 words of running type shit. Like,
yeah. So when you were doing that, you were DJing for everyone, not just MGK at that time. You're saying you were doing bunches.
Yeah, bro. I was
Okay.
doing real though. Like, bro, when EP dropped that bitch out from Cleveland, I was doing. The only niggas that was popping in the city was Royalty Camp. You had Fat Owl Royalty Camp. You had Corey Babes. You had Young Shank. You had Ray Jr. And you had who the other nigga that was on? Oh, Ray Cash. That was bitch I'm from Cleveland. Oh, and Chip the Ripper.
Okay.
I came up. I was already, my foot was through the door because I came through with the kick drums. So that's how
you already kicked down the doors in those bitches.
Bro, I was already popping in the city, bro. Like, I was getting exposure and I was seeing shit. So I don't never discredit them off of the shit, but I could have been making way more and things could have went way better than what it did. Inspired Down, when they had dropped the album and they told me that I was gonna get paid from the head honcho, which is MGK, I was gonna get paid way more. And once the album didn't drop, I didn't get paid. So I was like, bro, like, what's going on? Like, man, why I ain't get paid? And he was like, oh, you got to talk to the manager. And why am I talking to a nigga that ain't even a day one? Like, he can sleep in the basement with me and you. You know what I'm saying? That's when it became a problem.
Yeah, because MGK is the one who actually told you, like, I'm going to pay you, I'm going to get you on this. Like, this is my album. Like, he's just my manager. Like, I'm really the head honcho.
I remember, bro.
Yeah.
I remember when that nigga said that shit. Like, I'm like, all right, bro. He's like, yeah, we gonna pay you, man. When the album drop. I wouldn't even switch. It's only $500.
Kind of crazy just to see how the industry really is on the inside and stuff. Like, to see the real truth of what's really going on. Like, your story's actually, like, real, bro. Like, you deserve, like, more credit for, like, what you got. And you deserve a lot more shit. That's all. It just, So what, they didn't like that you were going to sign your own thing with Diddy then?
Yeah, there was conflict, but I understand from their perspective because it was conflict of interest. Like, I would be taking my focus off of MGK and putting it more on me. So they didn't want to see that. And at the time, I told them, I said, man, it don't matter. I can still be with y'all. Like, nigga, I ain't tripping. Like, I ain't about to sit here and switch up on y'all niggas. I done came in the game with y'all niggas. So why would I get to hanging around other people when I'm already just... That's one thing I learned about this industry is all these snake niggas that come in. Back then, I was young as hell. And I ain't really give a fuck. I was just rolling with them niggas. That was, like, it was just cool. Like, our vibe was right. They wasn't no... They ain't had to force shit with me. I didn't have to force shit with them. Like, niggas was cool. Because they wasn't trying to give me no exposure. They didn't give me no industry exposure. And we was doing that shit off the fly. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing. And once we went to the new spot, I said, oh, how many rooms is there? Like, man, we got 3 rooms upstairs. I said, man, that's cool. Yeah, that's perfect. So I was like, man, yo, I got to go get my stuff. Because at the time, I got tired of sleeping in at the manager mama base because, man, like, this nigga was sitting there fucking on hoes and shit. They gave somebody else my room.
Dang.
And then that's when I was like, oh, it's like that. Damn. So I had to sleep down in the basement. And I was still at the time, I still was doing shows, but I barely would stay down there because I felt like, nigga, I done did all this for y'all niggas and then y'all still gonna have me down in the basement. That ain't no real nigga shit. So instantly I kept distance. Like I love from a distance because I stopped fucking with niggas because I already knew what time it was. I said, man, niggas ain't fucking with me, man. So I left that shit alone, bro. And I ain't never tell nobody like how I felt. I just shook my head. Like that's something like you should just know. Like nigga, go day one. Like